engagement for today's ACAA basketball semifinal matchup featuring the Mount St. Vincent University Mystics and your Holland College Hurricanes. We ask now that you please rise if you are able for the singing of our national anthem as performed today by Kendra Little.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, basketball fans of all ages, it's semifinal day here at the ACAA Championships, downtown Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. I'm Brett Butler here with Ray Perkin. How we doing, Ray?
Great, Brett. Good to see. Excited to see some high-caliber basketball action here today, and what a matchup to start us off here with Holland College and Mount St. Vincent.
That promises to be a heavyweight bout. Bit of a weird start with a tip ball out of bounds, but now we get into the action. Plagenhoff defended by Arsenault. And into the face of one of our men's players there in the baseline.
Worth mentioning, Brett, all 5 first-team All-Stars in the ACAA are in this game. 3 from Mount St. Vincent, 2 from Holland College, and I'm guessing we're going to hear a lot from those 5 players today.
Yep. For Holland College, it was Armstrong and Rancourt. Rancourt Player of the Year for the Atlantic Conference. Averaged a double-double on the season. You see her defending Arsenault. That's one of the leaders for the Mystics. Nice jumper.
And Mount St. Vincent has shooters up and down their lineup. Every one of these 5 starters can shoot from range.
Yeah, I was talking to a few fans as Plagenhoff goes with an aggressive drive to the hoop. I was talking to a few fans before the game, people close to this program, saying Hurricanes need to match the intensity of this Mount St. Vincent squad. Earlier in the year, it was an overtime comeback win for the Hurricanes here at home. I didn't catch that one, but you were here, Ray. How did they do it?
Well, they just started to suffocate Mount St. Vincent defensively in the second part of the second half, and on the strength of Lauren Armstrong and Alexa Rancourt, those two first-team All-Stars you mentioned, they really dominated the fourth quarter and overtime of that game.
Yep.
Down 20 in the third quarter, won by 12 in overtime.
Anything can happen, especially here in March. We're playing college basketball playoffs. Where else would you want to be?
What a day we have lined up ahead of us. Should be 4 great matchups, and like I said, this is a heavyweight tilt to start the day off.
Mystics inbounding the ball on the baseline, double screen there. Nice backdoor cut, and a rebound for Arsenault. The point forward, floor general. Great ball movement there. Driscoll's wide open under the hoop. Assist, Rancourt, hockey assist to Armstrong.
Lots of size on this Holland College lineup, too. 3 starters measuring in at 5'10", so maybe an advantage there for Holland College.
Yep, and they can all defend multiple positions inside and on the wing. Yep. I thought it was going to be called just a fraction later than I anticipated it, but we got it right there, I think. Travel called.
And again, sticking with that Holland College lineup, Alexa Rancourt and Lauren Armstrong finished 1-2 in the ACAA in rebounds this year, so using their height to their advantage.
There's a nice strong take from Summerside PEI's own Nikki Arsenault. Came up through the Summerside Sting programs, if I'm not mistaken. She averaged 13.7 points on the season, 2.4 steals, and 6.8 rebounds.
And at one point in the ACAA regular season, she was the leader in points per game, but it's her teammate Amanda Piercy who ended the regular season with that title.
2 for 2 from the stripe. Arsenault makes no mistake, and it'll be a bit of a half-court press. Hurricanes will just pass their way through it. Driscoll's in the corner, back up to Rancourt, crosses over. She's a left-handed player. She wants to go back to the left. Here come the Mystics the other way. Armstrong gets in the passing lane. Wide open lay. Rancourt with the 2.
One thing that's impressed me all season long is Armstrong's vision and strength, able to push the ball all the way down the court with one hand. I don't think there's anyone else in this league that can do that the same way Armstrong can.
Yep, and there you see the length affecting that shot. Tried another long pass. The Mystics anticipated it. A lot of turnovers here early on. Rancourt showing a bit of handle, known for her inside game. Good find. And there's Armstrong with the left-hand finish. Great ball movement by the Hurricanes. Arsenault's up top. And there's a bit of miscommunication. Ashley Marshall sort of curled that screen. Arsenault expected her to come off on more of an angle. Throws it out of bounds.
Mentioned shooters in the Mount St. Vincent lineup. Amy Plagenhoff is one to watch for Holland College. She has range as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Stedman missed that layup. She's one of the most efficient shooters in the league, if not the leader. I'd have to check the stats on that. Rancourt with another board. And pushing the pace. A bit too aggressive on that pass. There was no numbers, and I think that's what Coach Connolly for the Hurricanes is saying. Just pull it back. Let's protect our possession.
Just checking our program here, and Brett, you're absolutely right. Molly Stedman, 57.6% shooter on the season, first in the ACAA, just ahead of her own teammate Rancourt, who, as you mentioned earlier, was named ACAA Player of the Year last night.
Yeah, really efficient scorers for the Hurricanes. Great shot selection. That's what makes those stats so high. Maharaj, nice cut and finish with the left. Plagenhoff to Driscoll in the corner. She loves that corner 3 and knocks it down.
Driscoll has really come on in the latter part of the season. Wasn't a starter initially, but worked her way into the starting lineup late in the winter and is really impressed, especially with her shooting.
Mystics looking to answer. Step back three. Strickland's no good. It's going to stay here off of Rancourt.
You mentioned Molly Stedman a minute ago. She does lead the league in shooting percentage, but not a big-time scorer. Her presence is mainly going to be felt at this end of the court on defense, and we see her here matched up against the ACAA's leading scorer, Amanda Piercy. Great take there by Maharaj.
Yeah, big-time finish. Hoop and the harm, Maharaj, with one shot coming up. And Stedman, as she was coming out for her introduction, the handshake at the end of the tunnel finished with a seatbelt motion. I think that's in reference to her defense ability.
Again, one of three starters on that Hurricane lineup who measure in at 5'10", so Stedman with a long reach, which she uses to her advantage in the defensive court.
11-9, Hurricanes up by 2. Mystics in that half-court press. And again, the ball movement by the Hurricanes just breaking it down. Rancourt triple teamed on that drive. El Shanufi puts up a three. She snuck into a sub before we could mention it. Mystics now pushing the pace. Maharaj had a few layups, tries her hand at a three. It's no good. Loose ball. And it'll be Hurricanes ball. Bit of disagreement from the Mystics.
Hard to tell up here who really had last touch, but the referee about 5 feet away had a good vantage point of it.
And we have another Charlottetown product. How's that for some hustle? Mena McCabe, the one I was just about to mention, Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, back in a homecoming semifinal game.
Good finish by Hannah Fuller there, uncontested to the hoop, and we're tied up.
El Shanufi trying to dribble through it. That's going to be a bit more tough than passing through a press. There's El Shanufi, drives to the left, floater in the lane, bank shot's good.
Great change of direction by El Shanufi there, feeling the flow of the defense coming one way and cutting back against the grain.
Really nice finish. Oh, looked like a ball screen was coming, but a pass instead. Wide open three as a result. Long rebounds corralled by the Mystics. Down low, that's Piercy. Driscoll came down with the rebound, it looked like, but a foul is called.
I think that's going to be on Victoria Strickland. Looked like she was over the back of Driscoll a little bit.
A couple more subs here for the Hurricanes.
Worth noting, Armstrong back in the game now, and I think Mount St. Vincent has corralled several of the last few rebounds, so maybe Armstrong not being on the court playing a factor in that category.
Yep. You'd like to see Stedman be a bit more aggressive on the boards when Armstrong's off, but now that she's back on, Stedman can focus on running the floor.
Didn't get the roll there, though, but great take and great shot choice by Armstrong.
Yep. There's McCabe. Kick out, long three, off the iron, rebounded by Armstrong, just like you mentioned, making her presence felt. Here comes Rancourt. Stedman running the floor, throws it off the top of the supports. That one must have slipped out of the hands
Didn't catch the number of the Mount St. Vincent player, but looked like the shot was definitely disrupted on its way out of Stedman's hand.
Yeah, that would be a very uncharacteristic miss from Stedman, as we mentioned, shooting nearly 60% from the field. Ball screen up top. Arsenault with a deep three. Mystics shooting a lot of shots from well beyond the arc.
It's worth mentioning, too, I think that was part of theirs. There's a steal there by Fuller to tie the game up again, but I think that three-point shot was a bit of their undoing in that overtime loss here we mentioned. The three-point shooting dried up for them in the second half and allowed Holland College to claw back into the game.
The pressure has been ratcheted up here by the Mystics. They've gone to a straight matchup, it looks like. Oh, maybe not. This could be a zone defense. Rancourt tries to dribble through the heart of it. El Shanufi, baseline drive. She's stopped by Arsenault. Armstrong will direct traffic with 5 seconds left. Has to put it up. And that's not what you want for the Hurricanes. That's not Armstrong's strong suit.
No, she has the ability to make from three, but certainly players like El Shanufi and Danielle McKinnon certainly more consistent from range.
Here's Arsenault. Mystics running a bit of a handoff offense here, trying to find an opening at the top of the key. There's a nice body control layup, misses the finish. Third kick at the cans, no good. Arsenault with the rebound. Armstrong, sorry.
And again, once again, Armstrong with that strength and vision down the court.
McKinnon really wanted that corner three. Baseline drive is stopped. Stedman. Wide open, corner pocket. Short. Rancourt, the player of the year. Put back, deuce.
Great hustle there by Rancourt. A couple of Mystics rebounders just standing and waiting for the ball to come to them, but Rancourt stepped right into the middle.
Nice footwork with a not great shot attempt on the back end of it. A little bit off balance perhaps. Armstrong right into the teeth. And another offensive rebound for Rancourt, fouled on the pass. Samia Amadou, number 22 for the Mystics, has made a few nice moves to get in the lane, but then following up a $1 million move with a 10-cent finish, firing it off the side of the backboard.
Still a back and forth first quarter here.
Rancourt trying to penetrate. She's stopped at the elbow. Nice backdoor cut. Plagenhoff, Euro step, scoop finishes off the mark. Arsenault, Maharaj, great gather there. Almost caught it too deep, but good finish. El Shanufi picks up her dribble. Poor pass that time. Telegraphed it, and Maharaj is coming the other way. Mystics work it around. Plagenhoff steps into the lane. Picks up her dribble. A few times Hurricanes have gotten themselves in trouble like that.
I think Mount St. Vincent doing a good job of rallying quickly to potential pass lanes.
Plagenhoff, strong take with a non-shot attempt almost. Didn't really get much under that. That could have been called a foul, but no whistle blown. Arsenault with that one-handed heave and a save by Plagenhoff.
Great presence of mind by Plagenhoff there to good effort to wheel the ball back in off of Ashley Marshall and out of bounds after the pass by Armstrong was just a bit too far out of her reach.
We have a timeout on the floor by Coach Chris Conley for the Hurricanes. Coach Conley is the son of the last coach of the Hurricanes. His first name's escaping me, but he was also Coach Conley.
We'll see what Connolly can draw up here. 18 seconds on the shot clock to work with, so lots of time. And he does have shooters in the court. Again, Danielle McKinnon, known as a three-point shooter. Although it looks like she might be getting subbed off for 6'5" Sarah Nyhouse, so maybe something to Nyhouse. Again, Holland College with a definite height advantage overall in this game. Only a couple of Mount St. Vincent players approaching 6 feet, and we mentioned Holland College with 3 starters at 5'10", and of course Nyhouse measuring in at 6'5".
I'd like to see Nyhouse get in the middle of this press, stand right on the H, catch it, keep the ball high, and pass their way through this press. The Hurricanes have gotten into trouble trying to dribble through it. There's lots of help, and the Mystics are scrambling once they switch on ball screens.
Again, worth mentioning too, players like Molly Stedman and Lauren Armstrong, not entirely scorers alone, especially Armstrong, somewhat of a Swiss Army knife, can do it in all aspects of the court, and Molly Stedman known more as a defender than an offensive player, but Nyhouse on the court. Robin Driscoll has a big three-pointer in this quarter.
Like to see Plagenhoff get a few open shots from distance. She's tried driving and gotten in, but hasn't been able to get good attempts up. Another strong drive and frustration foul. Got no one to blame but herself on that one. That was a clear...
Yeah, and I think Plagenhoff frustrated. The last couple attempts she's taken, she feels like there should have been a foul called, but maybe taking out a little bit of that frustration on Arsenault there.
Mystics trying to run their offense here. High post entry, Maharaj going right at Plagenhoff. Good footwork by Amy Plagenhoff to not draw another foul. Armstrong in the low post. Oh, in the office. The footwork, the technique. Lauren Armstrong.
And that's exactly what Holland College needs to do with players like Armstrong and Rancourt. Work themselves down low to the hoop where they can use their height to their advantage.
Yeah, if you're going to keep Nikki Arsenault on Lauren Armstrong, keep running back to that same play. Isolation, low post.
That was Gwen Ettinger-O'Leary with a big three-pointer for the Mystics there.
There's Nyhouse. Big, long cross-court pass. There's Plagenhoff from deep. No good. Driscoll unable to get to that loose ball.
That's a big miss for Holland College now. 19 seconds, so no shot clock for Mount St. Vincent. They can extend their lead at the end of the quarter here.
Here come the Mystics. Almost certainly going to waste some clock here. Take one final shot. Seeing a lot of this handoff offense. Top three players weaving, trying to get some switches happening. Shots off the mark. Rancourt has a second to fire one up. Doesn't get it off in time. And that might be well, it's the playoffs, so we're not too worried about percentages anymore, but sometimes you don't shoot those to save your three-point percentage.
Back and forth first quarter. Mount St. Vincent with a 1-point lead. 18-17 as we head into the quarter break. We'll take a quick break and rejoin you in a minute.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks is back, so you'll never fight over dinner again. Get hot and ready slices and sticks for just $7.99, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks for just $1 more. Work in, work out.
All right, we're back here with sister of Amy Plagenhoff, Ashley Plagenhoff, the former Holland College Hurricane herself. How are we doing, Ashley?
I'm doing good. Really happy to be here and watching the game today.
Yeah, it's a great environment in the gym. As a former player, have you ever seen it this exciting?
I haven't. There's a ton of people here today supporting the home team and the away team, too. It's really awesome to see.
Yep, great tournament so far. How do you think your sister's playing?
I think she's playing really well. I'm super happy to see her out there and playing hard, working hard.
And do you think this is going to be her last year as a Hurricane?
I'm not too sure, but possibly. So it's nice to be here and having them host on her last year.
Yeah, if this is the last one, what a way to go out winning on your home court.
Yep, exactly.
Well, thank you, Ashley, for joining us. This has been incredible to get this sort of insight. Any last words you'd like to share with the audience?
Go Canes, go.
Awesome. Thanks so much for coming up.
Thank you.
There's a nice three-pointer from the Mystics, Amanda Piercy. And the Mystics continuing to play some really good offense, getting wide open looks. Backdoor cut, Stedman, nice finish.
Great pass by Rancourt. Good vision to see her streaking in from top of the key.
And that's just way too easy. Number 14 for the Mystics, Gwen Ettinger-O'Leary. No one in her time zone on that layup. Ball screen up top, kick, Stedman, long two, a Wakefield knuckler.
No argument from Nyhouse on the foul call there. It looked like she had her left hand in the back of the Mystic rebounder.
Yeah, credit the box out there. Much larger opponent in height, and you really got to get low to move those big people out. A post player at 6'5" in this league is going to be a dominant rebounder. Too many steps. Piercy turns it over.
And that's going to be a fun matchup to watch at that end of the court. Molly Stedman, probably Holland College's best defender against the leading scorer in the ACAA this year.
Molly the seatbelt Stedman. Armstrong directing traffic. Oh, read like a book by Maharaj. Arsenault weaving her way down the lane. Piercy's wide open under the hoop. And Nyhouse snatches that out of the air like a grown woman playing with children.
Easy rebound there for Nyhouse.
Big time low post screen as well. There's a difference maker in Nyhouse. Off balance, throws that one away. 3-point attempt. Piercy's no good. Stedman. Hurricanes would do well to slow things down here.
Yeah, they need to start taking advantage of some of these Mystic misses. I believe there was an issue with the shot clock there. I don't think it reset properly.
That'll give the Mystics a chance to get some subs in. Hannah Fuller and Mena McCabe. As I mentioned, McCabe, first-year player out of Charlottetown PEI, and she's got the task of defending 6'5" Nyhouse.
Great take there by Rancourt, and again, that's what Holland College wants, is to get Rancourt and Armstrong on the move from the top of the key.
Oh, man, another wide-open layup after a make. Hurricanes just in no man's land, not running back on defense. Armstrong to Rancourt. Rancourt's got to come back to that ball.
Don't know if she knew that Arsenault was coming in from behind. Kind of some choppy play here to start the second quarter. Lots of turnovers, lots of missed shot opportunities, and like I said a minute ago, Holland College needs to start taking advantage of some of these Mystic misses and turn that into points at the other end.
Yeah, and Plagenhoff collects her second personal early in the second, so she'll come out. Arsenault a bit too strong. Rancourt, shifty move. Bounce pass, Nyhouse in the corner. I think they'll live with that, but Nyhouse puts it up and cashes out!
Not something we've seen a lot of from Nyhouse this year, but that's a huge shot for her to take and make.
And Arsenault with the answer.
A huge answer by Mount St. Vincent. Maybe our shooters are starting to heat up here, Brett.
Here comes the old-fashioned way, right to the hoop. Rancourt, too quick.
And again, that's Holland College's strength. Get the ball to Rancourt and Armstrong and let them do their thing against the defense.
McCabe kicks it out. That one's going to be too strong as well. Stedman pushes the pace to Driscoll. Cross-court pass, Rancourt. Alley-oop to, no, just a scoop pass to Nyhouse. The Hurricanes faithful loves this effort in the second quarter as they force a Mystics timeout.
Both teams finding their footing a little bit here after choppy play to start the quarter, but Sarah Nyhouse definitely a difference maker in the first couple of minutes of the second quarter with a big three-pointer, and then after a nice fast break by the Canes, finishing off with a layup.
Yeah, even though Nyhouse made that shot, I don't think that changes anything about the way they're going to defend her when she has the ball out there. You know, she'll make a few occasionally, but that's the one Hurricane you want to leave out there.
Yeah, and we've even seen Armstrong a couple times with the ball at the three-point line. The Mystics are giving her a nice big cushion to work with too, and I wonder how much of that is the willingness to let her shoot from that range and how much of it is just worrying about the threat of Armstrong driving to the lane as she tends to do, and as is the strength of her offensive game.
Yep. No doubt that worried about being blown by, and as well, she's looking to pass first in most situations. She's not as comfortable scoring herself, especially from distance, and good scouting by the Mystics, recognizing that, dropping back into passing lanes.
Most of the Hurricanes' points throughout this season have come in the paint close to the basket, and again, when you have a lineup as tall as theirs, generally speaking, that's something you can play to use to your advantage.
On the court right now for the Hurricanes, we have 5'10" Molly Stedman, 5'10" Lauren Armstrong, 5'10" Alexa Rancourt, 5'6" Robin Driscoll, and 6'5" Sarah Nyhouse. Is that good?
Certainly helps, especially when Mount St. Vincent, 5'11", tallest player on the court for them currently. That's Mena McCabe.
Here's that weave offense at the top, bringing Nyhouse up with the motion. Oh, another step was taken off the rim, rebounded again by Piercy. Piercy gets it back. Jab step cross. A lot of congestion inside and a travel called. Like to see a bit more spacing by the ladies in blue on that one. A lot of bodies in the key, and that brings the defense in, makes it really tough.
But again, good suffocating defense by the Hurricanes. That's how they beat Mount St. Vincent last time the Mystics played here.
Rancourt sets the ball screen for Armstrong. And a great double, forcing a jump ball.
Interesting.
I thought a travel was coming.
I thought either a travel or a foul, but I'm sure the Mystics will take the jump ball call.
In for the Mystics, Strickland, number 25, and Ettinger O'Leary, number 14. It'll be Mystics ball on that held ball. Possession now will flip back to the Hurricanes for the next instance of the double thumbs up call. Baseline jumper is good. Samia Amadou. Stedman, high post. Corner three, Robin Driscoll. Front rim.
Good rebound there by the Mystics as well, boxing out the much taller Nyhouse.
Hurricanes settling into their defensive set. They put Armstrong on McCabe now. Triple's no good. McCabe battling for it. Two bodies on the ground. There's that playoff hustle. And the fans showing their appreciation.
That's something we've seen from Stedman all year. Again, not a prolific scorer, but her effort level and her defensive ability unmatched on this Hurricane lineup.
And without a doubt, that is a huge role to play on any championship team. You need someone who's going to go against the best player on every other team. Driscoll, this time too strong. Nyhouse, a vacuum inside.
What a pass by Lauren Armstrong.
Yep. Catch and release. Here come the Mystics the other way. Driscoll defending. Strickland in the corner. Drives middle, left hand, scoop, layup is blocked. It'll stay with the Mystics.
Based on Strickland's reaction, I think she's surprised she didn't get called for a travel on it.
Back in for the Mystics, Piercy and Marshall. Backdoor cut, Nyhouse cut, sleeping. Collects the missed layup. And here comes Armstrong the other way. Big screen coming. Armstrong double cross, travel, blocking called.
Could have gone either way on that call, I think, but maybe the block forced the travel, is how the referees saw it.
Mm-hmm. Bang, bang play. El Shanufi McKinnon in for the Hurricanes. Maharaj in for the Mystics.
Couple shooters in for Holland College now, so we'll see if this changes their strategy. Again, you'd like to see Armstrong and Rancourt just take the ball at the top of the key and drive to the net, because that's what's worked for them. But they do have El Shanufi and McKinnon who can shoot from beyond the arc.
Here's Armstrong, dribble drive, draws the double, spins around, fading layup. Can't get enough underneath it. And in the Mystics, pushing the pace the other way. A little give and go. Knockdown triple. Ashley Marshall.
Lauren Armstrong was still getting back into the defensive zone after falling after that missed layup, so Mystics using their numbers there.
McKinnon trying to get it inside to Rancourt. Rancourt, not sure she was expecting that double to come late. Might have affected her shot. Misses the bunny. Piercy misses the three. Maharaj, offensive glass. Big time block, Lauren Armstrong. Help side defense. Hurricanes have numbers if they want to push it. Armstrong, Stedman, wide open. Stedman with the offensive glass.
Again, Stedman's effort level showing here in the second quarter.
Armstrong comes up a little lame on that one.
Not a good sign for Holland College there.
And a nice fast break play. Rancourt saying she did not make contact.
And again, not a good sign for Holland College. Armstrong hobbling a little bit, asking for a sub as she comes off. Again, first team All-Star in the ACAA. One of 5 first team All-Stars in this game.
Now, I don't want to put myself in the mind of Lauren Armstrong, but I know when I was playing, a little bit of a tweak felt a lot worse after you turn the ball over. Versus if you make the shot, you can sort of play through it a bit more.
2:47 left before halftime, 3-point Mystic lead. And again, Mount St. Vincent with shooters up and down their lineup. They've had a couple of key three-pointers in this half. Holland College doing a good job more or less around the basket, but it's been from outside the key that Mount St. Vincent has found their strength. And again, Holland College, they've had a couple key three-pointers as well, but we got to watch now with Armstrong, appearing to be on the limp a little bit. We'll see if that affects their strategy and if Rancourt maybe tries to take this game over as she's done before in this season.
Yeah, with Armstrong seemingly unavailable at the moment, it's going to be Plagenhoff orchestrating the offense. But be aware, she has 2 fouls. She came out earlier in this second quarter out of fear of collecting that third one in the first half. I'd like to see the offense go through Rancourt in the high post with Stedman in that sort of runner spot on the baseline, finding those vacated areas when the help side comes.
And keep an eye on Danielle McKinnon, number 3. Loves to hang out in the corners and take a long-range corner 3.
Yeah, doesn't need much space and not much convincing either. A very willing shooter.
No, and a quick trigger as well. The ball's in and out of her hand in under a second, it seems.
Yep. Marshall completes the 3-point play. And here's that full court pressure. El Shanufi back over. That should be a back over call, big time.
Holland College needs to take advantage of that missed call.
And here come the Mystics. Fortunate for MSVU that one didn't turn into points. Big time crossover. Piercy in her bag.
And again, smart play by Plagenhoff, not wanting to take that third foul of the half. Unfortunately, it led directly to Piercy having an uncontested shot at the hoop.
There's Rancourt in the high post, back outside, head fake, mid-range, jumpers, good. Plagenhoff is on the board. Piercy, dribble handoff. Marshall. Strickland, long range, jumper, no good. Stedman with some hustle. She was out of position, but simply wanted it more.
Yeah, there were 4 players that had a shot at that ball, and Stedman was probably in the 4th best position out of them, but somehow got it, but turned it over. Lucky break there for Holland on the miss.
Rancourt.
Oh! That is your ACAA Player of the Year at the top of her game. What a fake by Alexa Rancourt. Cuts the lead to 2, and she's got some swagger now on her way back to the Holland College bench with the timeout.
Are you not entertained? The hometown hero, Alexa Rancourt, with a beautiful finish after a really tricky pass fake.
It was a 2-on-1 break with her and El Shanufi, and the fake, I think, fooled pretty much everyone in the gym. I know, I was surprised to see Rancourt still had the ball taking the shot, but maybe that's the momentum shift that Holland College needs after the rebound and that fake and bucket by Rancourt.
I like that decision by Rancourt especially. It's a big-time game. You're the Player of the Year. Put it on your shoulders. You brought us to the dance. Let's finish the job through your hands. And El Shanufi's a good player, but undersized. I trust Rancourt a lot more in that situation to finish that layup.
Yeah, and again, Rancourt, left-handed player going to the left side of the net. That's where she's got most of her points in this game and on the season, is going to that left side of the net.
All right, 34-36, Mystics clinging to a 2-point lead with not much time left in the first half, just a minute 36.
About what we expected from this game, I think. Back and forth, a few lead changes. Neither team really able to keep the momentum for any amount of time.
Yeah, this one could come down to free throws and turnovers. Both teams playing a really high caliber of basketball.
And worth noting, too, I think the officials are doing a good job of letting both teams play. There has been some contact that's gone uncalled, but It's really not the ticky-tack stuff that they're calling.
Yep. Playoff basketball, baby. Rancourt bats that one away.
I think that's a smart play by Rancourt, not to give the ACAA's leading scorer the ball just outside the key. Just swat it out of bounds, let your defense reset, live to fight another day.
Yep, absolutely. Good point. Let the defense set up, because when the Hurricanes have been scrambling and switching, that's when the Mystics are getting open shots.
Just like that one. Good fake there by Piercy to catch Stedman going the other way.
Rancourt to Nyhouse. Back to El Shanufi. Penetrating. Up and under. Foul called. Piercy got a lot of ball, but came across the left wrist as well.
Yeah, Piercy doesn't like the call. It looked from up here to me like it was mostly ball as well, but minute left in the half, down 4. I'm sure Holland College will be happy to take the 2 free throws here.
I would be screaming, "Ball don't lie," at the top of my lungs if I was Piercy. Even more now.
But good hustle on the rebound by Rancourt.
Stedman skies for that rebound and is fouled on the way down.
That's at least the 3rd time that Stedman has not been in a good position to recover a rebound, but has been the first one to the ball. Great effort by Stedman to draw that foul. Extra possession here for Holland College after that.
Nyhouse up to Plagenhoff. Plagenhoff driving, able to control that ball all the way through to the finish. Puts up a good attempt off the backboard and through.
And we've seen Plagenhoff do that a few times. Her decision-making has been good. She just hasn't gotten the shot until now.
Maharaj kicks it to Marshall. Piercy calling for the ball screen from Arsenault. She's going to step back. 3-point shot. No good. Arsenault crashing the boards hard. Plagenhoff went down after the contact.
Definitely some contact, but I think Plagenhoff selling it a little bit to get the call.
Yeah.
Can't fault her for that.
Just sort of planted the feet after the contact, didn't try and regain balance.
22.7 seconds left, down 2, so no shot clock. Be interesting to see if Holland manages to use up as much time as they can here.
You'll see Rancourt cross over to the right for a few dribbles, but she always comes back to the left. That one's still in. Nyhouse to El Shanufi. Very early shot there. Bit of a mental error as the Mystics have a chance to get one up.
Good defense there by El Shanufi and Stedman to stop the pass going through. Not sure the Mystics would have gotten the shot anyway, but entertaining first half here, Brett. Back and forth. We're seeing lots of good from both teams. Maybe some nerves from both sides in the first half there as well.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup so far. Saturday in a basketball playoff tournament, semifinals. Boy, you can feel the energy in this gym. We'll be back with the 3rd quarter after a brief break.
We're here with MSVU Mystics head coach Mark Ford here. Mark, what an electric game it has been here so far. Talk about the team's performance.
Well, I think if we kind of finish some layups and some easy baskets, I think we'd have a little bit of a lead, a little bit more of a comfortable lead, but that's the way that goes in an intense game like this. But both teams putting it on the line today.
And talk about how electric this fan base has been behind you guys. How has that been helping fuel the team in this game so far?
Yeah, I think it's taken the focus off the opposing team's fans and has allowed us to sort of settle into the game earlier than expected.
What is it going to take to be able to get the job done later on?
No, like I said, I think we need to finish our easy baskets under the net and continue to play strong defense and support one another on the defensive end, and then transition as best as we can the other way.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you.
That's Mystics head coach Mark Ford.
I'm a Canadian dairy farmer.
I'm also a biodiversity helper.
And a soil guardian.
It's regenerative agriculture.
And it's one of the ways I protect the land for tomorrow.
Yep, I do that.
Working towards a sustainable future. That's Dairy Farming Forward.
We're in! Little Caesar slices and sticks with half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks is back, so you'll never fight over dinner again! Get hot and ready slices and sticks for just $7.99, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks for just $1 more. Walk in, walk out.
Growth requires flexibility, the boldness to try something new, the wisdom to take care of what you already have, to get to know yourself, to step out and connect, to build something.
All right, folks, we're here with Holland Hurricanes head coach Chris Connolly. Chris, what a hell of a game it's been here so far. You are down by 2, but this is certainly far from over.
Oh yeah, it's been a great game so far. Very physical. I'm pretty happy with our effort. With a couple injuries going right now, but they played pretty tough, and see what second half brings.
Talk about this atmosphere here, man. Absolutely electric. It must be fueling your team.
Absolutely, this place is great. It's great to see the support, and staff here has done a wonderful job of getting this place filled, and just excited to see what second half comes.
And now, 2 quarters away from a potential spot in the finals. What is this team truly capable of?
Oh, I think we're right there with everybody. With the second half here, we just got to bring energy, cut down on open layups. They got a lot of open looks on transition, so they're very good in transition. So we need to really cut that down, and if we can do that, we'll have a good shot.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
Folks, that is Chris Connolly, head coach for the Holland Hurricanes, and I just want to say I'm loving the energy that we have here today. Keep it up, especially all the drums over there and everything. Let's make some noise for your Holland College Hurricanes! Fear the storm!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, about to get this second half underway. Ray, hit us with some key stats coming out of the first half.
Well, I said it to you when I brought the stat sheet up. Our double-double watch is officially over. Alexa Rancourt, ACAA Player of the Year, 10 points, 10 rebounds in that first half, leading the way in both categories in the game. 3 players, Maharaj Piercy and Nikki Arsenault, 3 first-team All-Stars, each with 7 points for the Mystics.
Here are the Mystics. Working it around the perimeter, backdoor cut, late pass, little bit of congestion, blocked by Stedman, the length paying off once again, and Armstrong pushing the pace.
That reach from Stedman paying off again.
Plagenhoff, strong drive, right hand finish on the left side of the hoop, it's good.
Plagenhoff had 6 points in that first half, adds to her total early on here in the third quarter.
A few times we've seen her try a scoop shot on those drives, able to get the wrist underneath it, push it up, a little more strength that way. And a hack, that could be Plagenhoff's third early in this third quarter.
Yeah, officially her third foul, so have to watch how Chris Connolly decides to deploy her over the remaining 19 minutes and 14 seconds of this game.
Who's number 33 on Holland College? Because that's who they just gave the foul to.
I believe that was definitely on Plagenhoff. Looks like Chris Connolly was going to try and make a sub, but decided not to. 1 point game now.
I think I heard the PA announcer in gym say that one was on Stedman, and the referees are talking in his direction, so maybe he's got a better idea than we do.
Yeah, they're now showing Stedman's number on the board, so it must have been her, but looked to me like it was definitely Plagenhoff who was the guilty party. Big rebound there by Lauren Armstrong back in the game.
Yep, physical rebound. But something that's concerning for the Hurricanes is that's 3 times now someone's been completely behind the defense with an uncontested layup. Strong finish that time by Armstrong. 3-pointers up, no good. Armstrong, the human Windex bottle, cleaning the glass, Lauren Armstrong.
She's up to 6 rebounds in the game now.
And a little baby hook on the block.
Again, I think that's going to be the key for Holland College. Use their height to their advantage.
Here's Piercy. Mystics throw a lot of cutters, a lot of motion away from the ball carrier. Arsenault spins left, kicks, and there's that movement without the ball I was just talking about. Wide open 3. Edinger O'Leary, sorry.
And again, the Mystics have that ability to shoot from beyond the arc, up and down their lineup. It's not just 1 or 2 players. Everyone has the ability to make those shots.
Rancourt, high post, Stedman, head fake. Plagenhoff has some space. Head fake from Plagenhoff. Euro! Bank shot's good! What a move! Plagenhoff.
We've seen her do that multiple times in this game, but now she's starting to get in a rhythm with those shots.
The trailer, Arsenault is left all alone. Passes up the 3-pointer. Maharaj gets the edge with the step, no good. Really strong drive. Plagenhoff likes to set those screens in the backcourt after her team gets a rebound, and Maharaj got tied up as Armstrong goes to the hoop.
I think Armstrong getting shaken up late in that second quarter has kind of lit a fire under her. Every time she's gotten the ball so far in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, she's taken it to the hoop and a couple baskets and now draws a foul.
Sort of reminds me of that scene in the 2004 classic Dodgeball, A True Underdog Story. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Armstrong finishes that one. And the Hurricanes will match up on defense.
Again, the matchup to watch is Molly Stedman on the ACAA's leading scorer, Amanda Piercy.
Arsenault kicks out. This time will fire up the 3 and finds a way, sneaks it over the front rim for 3. Plagenhoff, left-hand drive. Player of the year, corner jumper, no good. Great box out from Arsenault.
And Plagenhoff not going to fight through that one with 2, maybe 3 fouls on the afternoon.
Edinger, O'Leary! She nearly hit that one from O'Leary. PEI, it's so deep.
And we were talking at the break, Brett, about how it seemed like neither team had really found their footing from beyond the arc, but Mount St. Vincent coming out shooting early on here in the third quarter.
And a little bit too much looking down the passing lane there for Rancourt. McCabe will come into the game for the Mystics.
It's 3 3-pointers here in the quarter for Mount St. Vincent.
Elevator door play here. Not executed super well, but Rancourt. That's a fortunate foul on the ground there from Piercy, and she knows she's coming out right away.
Yeah, her third foul of the game, so have to watch how she gets deployed here over the rest of the third quarter in particular.
Yep, Maharaj and Piercy both off the floor. Plagenhoff loves that quick little head fake. Rancourt, what body control, able to get that one up. Arsenault batting it around. McCabe sticks with it. Arsenault brings it up. Spin move to the left. Turns back over the left shoulder. Rebound Arsenault. What a pass. The two PEI girls getting it done on the low block for the Mystics.
And good defense there by Robin Driscoll, but unfortunately just McCabe had the size advantage and Driscoll draws the foul.
McCabe hits the first. Two for two, hasn't hit the rim yet.
And Holland College is going to need to get Armstrong and Rancourt going again here in the third quarter. Rancourt quiet so far in the first 4 minutes and change.
There was a 2-2-1 half-court press there, and they back off into a man-on-man defense. Good scramble by the Mystics. Here comes Arsenault all alone. And a blistering pace here at the start of the third. Hurricanes need to talk it over.
I think Holland College starting to get a little greedy maybe with those cross-court passes. That was Driscoll that was intercepted, looking for Stedman in the corner. But again, what was working for Holland College in the first half was moving the ball around, rotating it to the top, and letting Rancourt and Armstrong drive the lane.
I'd like to see Holland do a bit of what's been giving the Mystics a lot of success, is some backdoor cuts. We've seen the Mystics jump in those passing lanes on the perimeter. Let's take advantage of that aggressiveness, go backdoor for some easy looks.
And it looks like Sarah Nyhouse, measuring 6'5", is going to be coming into the game for Holland College here. So maybe looking to get a presence underneath the basket in the offensive zone.
And you just plant Nyhouse on one of the blocks, have a backdoor cut from the opposite side, wait for the help to come, dump it off Nyhouse, easy two.
Mystics with an 8-point lead. That's the biggest lead either team has had in this game. First half was back and forth. Both teams had the lead on a couple of occasions, but neither one able to really pull away. And we'll see if Mount St. Vincent can manage to pull away now, or if this timeout by Chris Connolly is going to pay off and maybe put a stop to that momentum that Mount St. Vincent seems to have.
A couple of subs to report. Keysandra Smith, first time we'll see number 5 for the Mystics, and Hannah Fuller into the game for the ladies in blue. Danielle McKinnon and Nyhouse in for the Hurricanes. Couple of changes. How about Smith? She's a spark plug. Look at her move.
Great speed there by Smith. Just got too close to the basket on that one.
The quickness from Smith surprised me there. Nyhouse setting the ball screen. McKinnon, handoff Armstrong. High post, Armstrong. Nyhouse has got to get out of the key. Smith, what a play! And instant impact.
I think that is the correct call by the ref. Looked like Smith, at the last possible millisecond, got a hold of the ball and threw it off of Plaganoff's leg and out. Big stop there by the Mystics.
Handoff to Smith. Here's that handoff offense the Mystics love so much. They find a lane. Rancourt with another board. Nice pass in transition. Armstrong lays it in.
It's 7 points for Armstrong now in the quarter.
And the crowd's back in it for the Canes. Nyhouse doing well to defend. Smith thought about it.
McKinnon got a hand on that pass. Otherwise, I think it was McCabe was going to be open for a three. Takes one here.
Way long. And a bang-bang play there. Two hands touched it. I didn't have a good look at who touched it last.
Tough to say who did get it last, but we'll give the referees the benefit of the doubt thanks to their vantage point on that one.
Yep, they have trained eyes and much better positioning than we have up here. Plagenhoff. McCabe grabbing her ankle as she hit the floor there. She's going to gut it out. Smith. Edinger O'Leary, no good. McKinnon will slow it down. And Smith will defend Plagenhoff at the point. Screen coming, screen denial. Good dump off. Beautiful basketball.
That pass from Plagenhoff was in the perfect spot to let Nyhouse have that quick release.
Yeah, right in the shooting pocket, and Nyhouse didn't waste any movement. Straight up, follow through. Oh, greedy play, Nyhouse. Big collision underneath as she went for that block attempt. But Plagenhoff tried to reach around the back to poke that loose instead of hustling to stay in front.
And we've seen her get in trouble that way a couple times today.
And we have a line change. Arsenault, Strickland, Maharaj, and Amadou into the game for the Mystics. And the Hurricanes having some trouble with all this noise communicating what the matchups are. We have a bit of extra sweat on the floor here.
It's like a wet spot. A couple players went down right on that baseline.
Mystics calling for 55 hard. So interpret that how you want. Those plays usually have some sort of hidden meaning.
5-point game late in the third. This is only our first game of semifinals Saturday too, but we've been in for a treat so far.
Second one's good. Edinger O'Leary. And Rancourt, your player of the year, will play conductor up top. Nyhouse. Nyhouse comes off a ball screen. How's that for your 6'5"? Rancourt dribbles right into the teeth. Now Stedman kicks out El Shanoufi. She's been willing so far, but she hits her first. No better time.
Great offensive movement there by Holland College, changing directions and eventually finding the open player.
Amadou, too long. Great crash from Arsenault. She's been hustling hard after the boards all day.
Plagenhoff not going to get credit with a rebound there, but I think got in the way of Arsenault just enough.
That's offline. Bit of a heat check. Even though she didn't hit that first one, sometimes it can be contagious when you see one go through.
And neither team shot the lights out in the first half. 6 for 28 combined from beyond the arc.
Strickland crosses over. Edinger O'Leary out to Amadou. Nice backdoor cut. Edinger O'Leary. Maharaj lines it up wide open. Rancourt draws the foul in the backcourt. Wow.
Rancourt's been a presence on the boards all game long, and it pays off in dividends that time, drawing the foul.
Rancourt playing up to her ranking as player of the year. She's been dominant. Even though the scoring hasn't come in bunches, when her name has been called on offense, she's delivered, and the rebounding and defending has been stellar. Tipped pass out of bounds. Hurricanes keep possession.
Yeah, the Hurricanes starting to do a better job of moving that ball around. That was just a good read by Maharaj coming off of her player to read the pass.
Nyhouse in the corner. Oh, don't tell me.
I wonder if she thought the shot clock was closer to 0 than it was.
Maybe. That's not one I think the Hurricanes had in the playbook. Here's Stedman with a full head of steam. 3 on 2. Bit uncontrolled there, and Strickland just let it happen. 2 on 1 the other way.
Great hustle by Rancourt. Great hustle by Rancourt. Sorry, Brett, coming back to disrupt that play.
Oh, and that's the right call. It is the right call.
Yeah, Plaganoff left her feet out of bounds and landed inbounds with the ball in her possession. Tough break there. I can understand why the fans are upset, but I believe that is how the rule works. If you leave out of bounds, you can't take possession of the ball in the air and land inbounds.
Yeah, you need to reestablish your inbounds footwork. And she jumped from out of bounds, caught it in the air. It's the right call.
Big break there for Mount St. Vincent, though.
Strickland. Too long. Uh-oh. Arsenault's down, grabbing her left ankle.
That's not a good sign here again. That's one of Mount St. Vincent's 3 first-team All-Star players. And with Amanda Piercy already in foul trouble sitting at 3, you don't want to see another one go down, especially due to injury.
See, Arsenault looks like she's going to lace that shoe up a little bit tighter. Taking stock of what she can move down there.
Not calling for the trainer yet. I believe if the trainer comes onto the court, she has to be subbed out. So maybe trying to tough through something here, and she's not the first player to do that today. Semifinal Saturday, not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, we got ice. This is about championships. We can be sore on Monday.
Good to see Arsenault back up on her feet. Looks like she's going to stay in the game. Is they're going to take a second to mop up the floor a little bit.
This last minute 25 could be very important for momentum heading into the fourth. If Hurricanes can keep it under 5 or even take a lead, that'd be great for their confidence. You don't want to let it get beyond 10 points.
Again, you figure each team probably has 2 possessions left, so Holland College needs a score and a stop before the end of the quarter.
Rancourt loses the handle. Picks up the dribble right by half court. Goodness. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. El Shanoufi throws it off the forehead of Stedman. My goodness, that's disorganization. Good transition defense. Here come the Hurricanes, 4-on-3. Plegenhoff gets a open face chop to the face. Open hand chop to the face.
And I'm wondering on that last possession that Holland College had, Rancourt lost the handle, as you said, right near half court, and they never really seemed to recover after that.
Yeah, Rancourt can be effective bringing it up in transition, but she's really most effective when she's moving north-south. When the crossovers go too far east and west, she gets into trouble. How's that?
Right on cue. Great timing by Rancourt, right as you're talking about it.
But didn't hustle back on defense. That's happened far too many times for the Hurricanes.
Under 40 seconds left. Last possession of the quarter here for the Hurricanes. Potentially need to get a score here.
Kick ball. No reset as it's not below 14 yet. Quick shot here could give the Hurricanes a 2-for-1 situation. Will they take advantage with some clock management? Doesn't look like they're too keen. Nyhouse lines one up. Off the line. Arsenault throws it into the next week.
And that's a huge miscue by the Mystics. 20 seconds left. You could have taken your time, run the clock down, and expanded your lead. Now you're giving Holland College a bonus possession after they've turned it over on their last 2.
Yeah, a gift. In a close game like this, every possession matters. Looking like it's going to come down to the last shot. Nyhouse, handoff. Plegenhoff has a lane. Great pass. Nyhouse got a finish. She's fouled.
I think that's going to be 4 fouls now on Victoria Strickland. 5 seconds left here in the quarter.
Some big free throws here. I think I mentioned it earlier. It's going to come down, in my opinion, to the team that commits the least amount of turnovers and is the most efficient from the free throw line.
Big shot coming up here by Nyhouse can make it a 1-point game.
Two for two. Sarah Nyhouse delivers. Big screen. Maharaj got to get it up. Not in time.
Shot didn't go in anyway, so it didn't matter, but wonder why Holland College didn't put in a full court press on that to maybe apply some pressure with 5 seconds left, but no harm, no foul, and it's a 1-point game going into the fourth quarter on this, our first of 4 semifinals today here in Charlottetown.
If this is a warning for what's to come, I don't think I'm going to have a voice by tomorrow, but we'll worry about that when tomorrow comes.
We might not have voices by 5 o'clock here, Brett. We'll take a quick break and rejoin you in a couple minutes for the fourth quarter.
Little Caesar slices and sticks with half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks is back, so you'll never fight over dinner again. Get hot and ready slices and sticks for just $7.99, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks for just $1 more. Walk in, walk out.
We're back here with some fourth quarter action. Madness in March. We have college basketball playoffs coming to you from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. It's been a great one so far. How will we finish?
1 point game going into the fourth. Who's going to be the difference maker? Who's going to emerge as a player that's going to take this game over here in the fourth?
Oh, really unfortunate decision there for Nyhouse. And an easy two. Nyhouse got doubled, had a decent dribble move to get out of it, but left her feet and had to get rid of that ball before she landed. Stedman to Driscoll. Nyhouse setting ball screens, playing that high post. Plaganoff gets some room. Stedman with a bit of hustle. Knocks it loose for a moment, but Maharaj keeps control. Arsenault. No good, and it'll be Hurricanes ball after that tipped rebound. Driscoll getting outworked there on the glass. Fortunate bounce, though.
No room for error now in a 3-point game, 9 minutes left. Both teams have to be crisp and sharp.
Here's Nyhouse. Oh, ill-advised pass behind the cutter. Stutter stepped, yep.
Yeah, I could see that one from up here. So again, fortunate break for Holland College. Mount St. Vincent with too many unforced errors after creating turnovers in the defensive zone.
Yeah, minutes gone by. I don't think we've seen a ball go through yet. Armstrong looking to change that. No good. Arsenault with the board. Piercy to Edinger O'Leary. The 6'5" Nyhouse defending. Piercy gets a handoff to Maharaj. Deep three, Edinger O'Leary, no good. And no one's hustling after the glass. Armstrong can't control it.
What a sequence there by Amanda Piercy. 2 rebounds, hustling to them when nobody else was, and it pays off with a big bucket there for the Mystics.
Guess who's not on the court for the Hurricanes? Alexa Rancourt. She would have scooped up that rebound without a doubt. Nyhouse cleans up the trash. Arsenault defended by Armstrong. Piercy baseline drive, cut off by Stedman. Seatbelt Stedman.
Great battle between those two all game. What a read by Nyhouse right into her hands.
Nice play. Nyhouse keeps it high and fires it off the glass. Too strong. And the Hurricanes again not hustling back on defense. Inexcusable.
We're going to get a couple subs here. Maybe Alexa Rancourt coming back in will change the trajectory of this fourth quarter so far. But you mentioned it a couple times now. It seems like Holland College just sleeping defensively and able to – a couple of 2-on-0 rushes here for Mount St. Vincent to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah. It's too late in the season for that to be happening. That's just about attitude. You got to put your head down and run back.
Especially against a veteran team like Mount St. Vincent. Lots of fourth and fifth-year players on that roster.
Cross-court pass, Stedman, mid-range. Good hard crash by Stedman on her own miss. Like to see that hustle. Let's see it on the defensive end, too. Edinger O'Leary to Maharaj, high post. Cutters all around. Edinger, O'Leary. Back door again. Piercy can't corral it. Armstrong. She's taking it to the hoop. All the way. Slow motion. And a foul by Armstrong.
And maybe a bit of frustration coming in there by Armstrong. Good block by Edinger O'Leary to get all ball on that shot attempt by Armstrong.
Armstrong's not a huge energy player to begin with, but a little bit of better body language would go a long way here as a leader for this Hurricanes team. Late in the fourth quarter, down 5. You want to exude confidence.
Close game here, down 5. And again, just to remind folks, last time these two teams played each other here at Holland College, it was a 20-point third quarter deficit that the Hurricanes came all the way back from to win by 12 in overtime. So 5 points, certainly not insurmountable here, but certainly like to see some better decision-making by the Hurricanes passers and some better presence of mind defensively here with 6 minutes and change to go.
Yep. To my count, the Hurricanes still have 2 timeouts left. That's what the scoreboard says. So, if I'm Coach Connolly, which I am not, I'm far from a basketball coach, but I'm riding with Rancourt for the rest of this game. Can't afford to have her off the court anymore.
You got to think we're going to see her and Armstrong, 2 leading rebounders in the ACAA this season. You got to think their presence on the court is going to be very, very important moving forward. Looks like we won't be seeing Molly Stedman right away coming out of this timeout. She's getting worked on the physio table.
Yeah.
That could be a huge disadvantage for Holland College. Again, Stedman's been matched up against leading scorer Amanda Piercy for most of this game. And Piercy, the leading scorer in the ACAA, only with 9 points so far, 2 in the second half. So we'll see if that's something that the Mystics look to exploit with Stedman on the sideline.
Yeah, El Shanoufi takes over the assignment. Here's the handoff offense, trying to weave their way through the top of the key, find a lane. McKinnon does well to stay down. Shot clock winding. Good contest, but a better finish.
Yeah, that's good defense by the Hurricanes. Not much you can do about an off-balance left-hand shot like that.
Arsenault in the low block. Takes a step back. Jumper, no good. Need a defensive stop here if you're the Canes.
6 minutes left. Someone's got to step up in the defensive zone.
And they've done well for about 20 seconds in most possessions. There's a ball don't lie moment for the crowd at least.
Yeah, it looked like, I think it was Fuller maybe, looked like she almost left her feet.
I'm not sure she did though. I have a bad
it
angle
was close,
from
yeah.
this part.
We're sitting right on top of the action, so tough for us to really get a good angle on it.
Big time screen and a charge taken. There is a winning play right there.
I think that's Ashley Marshall taking the charge. Alexa Rancourt going to get charged with the foul there.
Did you catch that big time screen though? Armstrong comes up, sets one right in the shoulder of Maharaj, and she's going to take a break after a pretty risky play there. She seems to be all right. And Stedman is walking back to the bench area off the physio table. She had her lower back worked on. Edinger O'Leary. Here comes Stedman to the scorer's table. 3-pointers offline. Rebound, Mystics. Oh, back door's open again. Piercy. Hurricanes are scrambling. What a floater.
Great finish by Piercy getting that up and over Armstrong. Thought for a second Armstrong might be able to get a hand on that, but just out of her reach.
Starting to wonder when the Hurricanes might think about switching to a zone defense. They're allowing a lot of penetration and struggling to stay on their own person. A lot of switches and a lot of disorganization. El Shanufi puts it up, but Rancourt. Big time rebound, cross court. McKinnon, crossover. Lefty in the lane, no good.
I think that's a matchup Holland College would like, though. McKinnon defended by McCabe.
Head fake, blow by. Marshall can't finish. Armstrong. Hurricanes looking to push. Mystics set up 5 wide defense. Mid-range, no good. Driscoll gets a clean look. Driscoll, we need it, it's good!
Big time 3 there by Robin Driscoll.
In crunch time, the rookie delivers.
6-point game with 4 minutes left.
Big time steal, Rancourt. Player of the year, leading the charge. Pretty good decision there.
Yeah, good presence of mind not to push it and rush something.
McKinnon coughs the ball screen. Throws
Great
it
read
into
by McCabe.
traffic. And a foul called there. Don't hate that foul.
No, I think Mena McCabe on the defensive end for Mount St. Vincent saw that pick and roll coming to Rancourt from a mile away, stepped in front of the pass.
Subs and appears to be a not timeout. We only have 4 Hurricanes on the floor, so that could be an issue. Armstrong comes back out.
All 5 starters on the court for Holland College.
Piercy at the line, looking to extend this 6-point lead. Not sure if you can see on the stream, but the student section comprised primarily of football players here at Holland College. Banging on drums, blowing horns, and Piercy calmly knocks down 2 free throws in the face of adversity.
You don't become the ACAA's leading scorer by missing free throws.
Rancourt, backdoor to Stedman, pass deflected.
Great team defense by Mount St. Vincent on the last few possessions, collapsing down close to the net when that ball is going in that direction.
Yep, they know the Hurricanes want to work it inside. And a trip there, or I should say slip. Arsenault regains. Turnaround, Piercy's down low, 3 in the key.
Just over 3 minutes left. It's an 8-point game. Holland College needs to keep gaining traction defensively with some of these stops, but they need to start putting it together again offensively.
Yeah, I think 75 is the magic number. What a screen! My goodness!
Second time we've seen that collision, Maharaj and Armstrong.
Maharaj might be coughing up a lung after that collision. And a bad screen called on McCabe. Armstrong lowering the boom. Holy cow, your teammates got to communicate that with you.
And again,
Gee whiz.
Holland College with a much bigger lineup from top to bottom.
Rancourt, crossover, Armstrong, Driscoll, travel.
Yeah. I like that decision by Driscoll to go on Strickland, though. Strickland's got 4 fouls, so don't mind the decision. Just the execution needs to be there, especially now with 2.5 minutes left. At what point does the clock become the enemy of the Holland College Hurricanes?
I'd say we're right on the borderline here. No need to rush yet, but need defensive stops. Keep them under 75. Yep, Arsenault loves that spin move. And a foul called. With so much movement, there's no set help side there. The wing players are elevating, coming up from the baseline for that weave play. And the diving dribbler is all alone, one-on-one in the low post.
2 big free throws upcoming here by Arsenault. 2:12 left. It's an 8-point game. Again, winner of this game advances to the championship game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Big make there by Arsenault.
Looks like a different press is about to come from the Mystics. They can close this out with some solid defense. A few stops, and there's going to be not enough time left. And that's what successful teams do in playoff situations, making free throws down the stretch. Second time in a row they've gone 2 for 2.
And again, Amanda Piercy in her 3rd year, Nikki Arsenault in her 4th year. So maybe that experience starting to pay off here for Mount St. Vincent.
Need to be efficient here. Plagenhoff gets the lane. Nyhouse, offensive glass and a putback deuce. Need stops.
You said it, need a stop here if you're Holland College. You cannot afford to let Mount St. Vincent score on this possession.
Nyhouse on help side. Plagenhoff steps in. Going to be a block. Oh, a push from behind is the call.
I thought they were going to get Plagenhoff on the block.
Yeah, there's a good move by the ball handler. I think it was Maharaj to sort of sidestep the defender at the last moment.
And very important here, that puts the bonus into effect. So Maharaj will go to the line for 2.
First one is no good. Worth noting, Maharaj is the one that took that huge hit when the screen was laid a few moments ago. And her shot is off on the second one, 0 for 2, just as I was complimenting the play down the stretch by these Mystics.
Timeout here for Holland College. 1:39 left. They're down 8. Again, they need to piece it together offensively, efficiently and quickly, but not rush it. It's a fine line to try and tiptoe along there.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's how champions play, right on the edge of what they're capable of. Mount St. Vincent in very good position here. Just don't foul. Keep that clock running. The clock is your friend. As long as that thing is ticking down, the Hurricanes have to do a whole lot. All you really have to do is play sound basketball and make some free throws.
Looking down from our vantage point here at the Mount St. Vincent bench, very animated bench, lots of communication, lots of talking, but no sense of panic from anyone on that blue squad. Again, a veteran group, lots of 4th, 5th, and 3rd-year players on that team.
Hurricanes sticking with the lineup of Nyhouse, Rancourt, Armstrong, Plagenhoff, and McKinnon. McKinnon is the shooter of the group. Plagenhoff is willing, hasn't been hitting a whole lot. I don't think we've seen McKinnon take one yet today.
No shot attempts in the first half. I don't think she's got any three-point shots here in the second. But maybe someone they look to lean on. Again, McKinnon, a 5th-year player. So someone that Connolly hopefully can turn to. Look for McKinnon to be creeping around those corners.
Yep. I'd like to see it come inside to Rancourt, let her operate. Still don't need to rush for three-pointers yet. Of course, take one if you get an open one, but a layup is a far better option right now.
You got to think, if you have someone, Holland College, to take that three-point shot, you want it to be McKinnon.
A lot of time being used here, and that's not what you want from the Hurricanes out of the timeout. A mid-range jumper from Lauren Armstrong.
Yeah, and now Mount St. Vincent, watch for them to try and milk the shot clock as much as they can here.
Mystics work it around. They're in no hurry. Piercy, wide open three. Arsenault, could this be the dagger? Not yet. Armstrong crosses over. Armstrong to Nyhouse. Nyhouse, Plagenhoff, that's getting up. Plagenhouse, oh, so close. Rancourt lets it slip through the fingertips.
Great hustle by Rancourt to get to that ball. Unfortunately, just bouncing too much for her to get a good handle on it. Under a minute left now, and you needed points on that possession if you're Holland College. So even though Arsenault with the miss, all that time that Mount St. Vincent took on that shot clock might have given them enough of a cushion here to get away with this 8-point lead under a minute left.
Yep. There's not a whole lot of room for error. It's got to be at least one turnover, a couple misses for MSVU, and all makes for Holland College. There's no more room for my bad. Just got to go out and execute if you're the Hurricanes. Lay it on the line, see what happens.
Just to remind viewers as well, this is the first of 4 games we're broadcasting here at Holland College today. Semifinal Saturday in ACAA basketball playoff action. Second game is the other women's semifinal featuring University of King's College and the Mount Allison Mounties. The men's semifinals will follow after those, scheduled to start at 5 and 7 in what should be a very exciting day of basketball here in Charlottetown.
All right, we see a new face here for the Hurricanes as Plagenhoff comes off. I saw she had her shoe off. It's back on now, but she seemed to be stretching the ankle into the game for the Hurricanes. Gonna have to look up that one. Number 13, first we've seen of her.
Taylor Tomlinson, her first action, I believe, in the last 2 days. I'm not sure if she got on the court much yesterday.
And some obvious miscommunication between coach and team there out of the timeout. Coach Connolly clearly wanted a foul right away if they don't get the steal. Hurricanes might have thought they're in a situation where they'll try to go for that 8-second half-court violation before fouling.
45 seconds left.
And that's a killer right there.
Two big misses by Arsenault. Uncharacteristic for her.
I am really wondering why El Shanufi is on the low part of that free throw rebounding setup and Armstrong is out of the perimeter. Armstrong, one of the better rebounds in this league.
Second in the ACAA in the regular season. Subs coming fast and furious here for Holland College. Plagenhoff back into the game.
Did we see who has possession after that jump ball?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it will be Holland College ball, but I could be mistaken.
That's pretty
The
fortunate.
ball is still on the baseline, so it could still be Mount St. Vincent.
8-point game here. Hurricanes in tough. The season is on the line. A shot at a championship final tomorrow is waiting for the victor.
Reminder that the second semifinal, Kings and Mount Allison, coming your way about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Stick around after this game for the presentation of the player of the game.
How about a little Metallica to get the fans going? It is not registering with the Hurricanes faithful. I'm feeling it.
A little lull in the crowd now, maybe recognizing 43 seconds to get 8 points. Again, no panic in this Mount St. Vincent team at any point here this afternoon.
Yep. Full of veterans.
Again, I think that was part of the undoing in that comeback win against Holland College the last time these two teams played. Mount St. Vincent became very frazzled and panicky as that second half went on.
And it is Mystics ball after that.
I think Plagenhoff's cramping there.
Yeah, reading some
after
lips.
Taking the foul.
She's played a lot of basketball here in these last 2 days, and hydration can become an issue after expelling so much energy. One more will just about do it to make it a 10-point lead.
And Edinger O'Leary has been a difference maker on the scoreboard in the second half for Mount St. Vincent. Gets the roll there.
Now we are in full-on panic mode for the Hurricanes. You got to get threes up quick, and you need to get steals.
Again, three-point shooter Danielle McKinnon back into the game. It's going to be her and Plagenhoff taking the shots if they're from beyond the arc here.
Got to get a shot up. Got to get a shot up. Got to put it up. Hurricanes are taking too much time. Nyhouse gets the board. Can't finish, and that will do it, folks. Mystics hang on as the Hurricanes battle hard but fall short.
Great battle here by Holland College, though. Give them full credit. Coming in as the true underdogs against the number 1 seed, holding their own. 10-point loss, but I think we can both agree the game felt closer through much of the game than double digits.
Absolutely. Full team win for the Mystics. You saw with their 3 All-Stars on the first team how deep they were at the superstar level, but even the role players all came to play today.
Yeah, top to bottom, great performance by Mount St. Vincent. Good battle by Holland College. Again, not allowing the Mystics' potent offense to pull away to double digits until the very end of the game.
Danielle McKinnon getting emotional for the Hurricanes. I believe it's her last game as the Holland College Hurricane. She was really hoping to go out on top as a champion, but that's sports, ladies and gentlemen.
So again, stick around for players of the game for either team. And again, about 20 minutes or so from now, semifinal number 2 between Kings and Mount Allison coming your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Courtside Sneakers Player of the Game. Today presented by Doug Curry, Holland College Vice President. Player of the Game for your Hurricanes, number 8, Lauren Armstrong. And player of the game for the Mystics, no question here, number 14, Gwen Edinger O'Leary. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all the competitors and our players of the game today, presented by Courtside Sneakers. What a fantastic match you were treated to. Congratulations to the Mount St. Vincent Mystics. They're on tomorrow to the finals.